Hi, thank you for having me. I just wanted to also tap in on what Kim was saying about the demoralization and the awful experience of being swept and what that does to being, to homeless people and what mindset that puts them in. You put a person who is struggling day by day to gather water, to wash their hands, wash their face, wash what little dishes or underclothes that they have to maintain a little bit of sanitary saneness, to go through the next day so they can go and get more things that they need, like food, like items that they take from us are our blankets, our sleeping bags, which in these cold weathers that we're now having is not okay. Because when you only have one blanket, it's not going to keep you warm, especially on the concrete ground. When they take your tents, when they take your stoves, that, we use our stoves not just to heat food, but we use it to heat up the tent so we don't freeze to death. So when you take those things, you take everything that we have, you leave us with nothing. You take the tools. You take our food. When you take our food and our water, which, was mandated in every list that they gave us, that you weren't allowed to touch our food. They took my food every single time. They took my warm, fluffy clothes that I had to sleep on, sleep in, to keep me warm every single time. These things that they left me was one bag of dirty clothes. One bag of dirty clothes. And that's what they left me. They took all my cleaning supplies. I don't like being homeless. I didn't like being dirty. I liked having soap. They took all my soaps. They took everything I needed to keep my saneness, my little bit of happiness that I could have throughout each day. They just came and swept it up and threw it in a dumpster and told me, oh, well. It was if I argued and fought with them, they wanted to arrest me. If we argued and fought for other people's stuff that they were taking, they would arrest us. That was our threat. We would have cops in our faces pushing us around, literally pushing us away from our belongings. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but if someone came into your home and went through all of your stuff and decided what it is that you were allowed to keep, what you weren't allowed to keep, and just left you with remnants on the ground, how would that make you feel? It would make you feel horrible. So it puts you in this deep depression, and it goes week by week by week. You can't walk away from your stuff because you're afraid they're going to come take it again. So how are you supposed to do anything more positive for yourself besides sit there and have people drive by taking pictures of you, posting them all over the internet, making fun of you, humiliating you, because you can't even leave your stuff to get out off the street? I didn't want to sit by my tent all day, every day. I didn't want to do that. I can't hide in my tent because we had to put it down. Like, do you know how insane that is? You don't want us out there, but we can't leave because you make it so we can't leave. So these sweeps, they need to stop. You're literally, like Kim said, we had a friend who hung himself last month. And I'm telling you, he wasn't like that before. He wasn't that bad. Things got so much worse in the last 6 or 7 months that he hung himself. Okay? So I can't tell you enough that these sweeps, they are incredibly demoralizing and just torture. They are torture. They are torture for these people. They were torture for me for 3 years. They did that. I remember the first time they did it to us, and they took everything. Anything that I couldn't walk away or carry away, they took. And it's devastating. It's devastating to them. And then you people do it over and over and over again. And I'm just begging you, if there's some way that this can stop, then just stop it, because it's not helping anybody. It's not doing beneficial for anybody. You're making people angry and doing crazier things because they're already that small. Do you understand, like, just how small you make them feel and how angry it makes you feel? Like, what would you do if someone just took all of your stuff and just threw it all away in front of you and told you, oh, well, good luck, have a nice day? So I'm begging you people, just have some compassion, have some empathy, figure out a way to make this stop, because it's not fair. It's really, really not fair, because trying to come back from that it takes weeks. You know, even on the street, it takes weeks and weeks to get back even just a little bit of what they take. So please, just if you can, find a way to make this stop, and just please. I want to thank you.